Welcome to Module 3. In this module, you will learn to classify and explain the major security laws and standards that organizations should understand. Security laws establish legal requirements for protecting information and using computer systems responsibly. Some laws address unauthorized access and computer-related crime. Others protect private information or establish security obligations for organizations operating in regulated industries. Security standards provide recognized practices that organizations can follow when developing their security programs. You will learn to identify problems involved in creating and enforcing security laws and standards. Technology often changes more quickly than legislation, making it difficult for laws to address new systems, threats, and methods of attack. Enforcement can also become complicated when an incident involves different states or countries with conflicting legal requirements. Understanding these problems will help you consider potential solutions, such as clearer policies, updated legislation, international cooperation, and consistent enforcement. You will learn to understand the difficulties organizations face when applying security legislation and standards. A law may establish a broad legal obligation without explaining exactly how an organization should meet that obligation. Organizations must interpret the requirement, determine which protections are appropriate, and demonstrate that they have acted responsibly. This includes showing due care by taking reasonable precautions and due diligence by continually maintaining those protections. You will also learn to analyze a major security legislation and standards that apply to firms. This means determining what information a law protects, which organizations are subject to it, and what responsibilities it creates. Analyzing legislation also requires considering how violations could affect the organization through legal liability, financial penalties, reputational damage, or required corrective action. You will learn to assess your knowledge of security legislation and enforcement. This involves understanding how laws, regulations, organizational policies, and legal jurisdictions influence security decisions. It also means recognizing the conditions that make an organizational security policy fair and enforceable. Finally, you will learn to compare different cultural perspectives on computer ethics. Computer ethics concerns the responsible use of information and technology. Cultural values can influence how people view privacy, intellectual property, access to information, and acceptable online behavior. Comparing these perspectives will help you understand why ethical expectations may differ across countries and communities. By the end of this module, you will be able to explain the importance of security laws and standards, analyze how they affect organizations, and recognize the legal and cultural challenges involved in their enforcement.